Hello, RoahmMythril here once again, getting back to Magmammal 3. And today we're going to go back to one of the in-game costumes. I'm pretty sure we have to have used Proto-Man by now, but I forget if we used Breakman. I know he was a reward for one of the arenas. So, yeah, let's try him out. Cool helmet? Check. Cool scarf? Check. Cool whistle? Check. Functional shield? Oh, for crying out loud. So, yeah, knowing this was the costume I wanted to use today, I went back to look at the Proto-Man costume because, I mean, of course, they are the same person. The mirror quote is very, very slightly different. For Proto-Man, it just says, functional shield, shoot. So yeah, that is a little bit different. Other than that, I think the only major difference is he has B-Buster instead of P-Buster for Proto-Man. So, yeah, we have the Break Buster. However, he does have Proto-Man's tools. So, yeah. At least I'm pretty sure that's the only real appreciable difference, and of course the 1-up looks different. So probably not too much to show off there as far as major differences, but he's our star for today. And with that, back to the Cryo Lab. Okay. So yeah, 114 was our last stage we completed, and we talked to Drillman having his problems. Forget fireworks, my true passion is being a research assistant, carrying notes around in my funnel. Who needs email when you can have your communications be handled by a cute robot like me? That's my career now. You're carrying notes in the cannon you shoot fireworks out of. I'm sure that's not a fire hazard. Okay, so there's 113 here, but also a path to the right, but going up the ladder leads to 112. Interesting. Hi there, Forge Woman. Hope that little babby down there knows his rights. He keeps screaming how this is his dream job, but I can't help feeling like he's being exploited. Seriously, do none of these old toffs know how to use email? Can't they afford a phone or two? Well, I wouldn't know how much the scientist job pays, much less whatever kind of science they do here. They already told us they're making unbreakable ice. For what purpose? Who knows? Alright, so, 113. Up, Down, All Around by Dylan Labiak. Hi there, Speed Highway. Okay, so this one got a 47.2 with a 1.6 in difficulty. Alright. So, very easy, but a lot to find. 1 exit, 5 tokens. Alright. Let's get us some money. Well, this is not Speed Highway. Esperanto 8-bit Remix by Cesium 133. I know I have heard the name Esperanto. I'm not sure where it's from. Sounds nice, though. Can't go over that way. Okay, so yes, we have gravity shenanigans. I want it. I can't have it. Gravity said no. Oh. Well, this room got all kinds of weird. Okay, why are these here? That seems weirdly suspicious. Science must be done. Science was meaningless, okay. I mean, there's 5 tokens hidden here. I have to be suspicious of things. You tempt me again. Not quite. Gravity is a cruel mistress. But those fall at normal speed, so gravity affects the, for lack of a better term, donut blocks, and in weird ways. Oh, okay. We can deal with that. Looks scarier than it is. So, yeah, it seems like the falling blocks are affected by what side you approach them from, which is an interesting interaction. Is it intended? It is an interesting interaction. Oh, yeah, I can go this way. Overthinking! I was supposed to go this way anyway. Doubly overthinking. And those are just gonna drift through. Okay. Not at all strange. Well, it makes it easier to take that out anyway. It's just weird seeing the blocks just slowly drifting through. It is weirdly distracting. Oh, okay. I feel like this is going to be very easy to accidentally break. Did I shoot something and make something fall there? Will it come back if I scroll back? Okay, it was just an energy pickup. Okay, this feels very strange. I was not prepared for anti-gravity snakes. To be fair, would anybody be prepared for anti-gravity snakes? Thank you for that. Oh no, I am gonna need to be on the ceiling to slide through there. For a minute there, I was afraid that wasn't quite gonna work. I don't know what that was even homing in on. It's like it didn't see me anymore being on the ceiling. What I'm learning is gravity interactions in this are weird. Ooh, and they're gonna get dangerous here. Okay. Avoid these. Move to the side. Okay, so we're only missing the star token. What? Wasn't expecting to go through those ones yet. But go through them I did. The feeling of seeing spikes coming onto the screen saying you can stop scrolling now. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, right, you guys shoot when I shoot. Or when I hit one of you specifically. Oh, but only if I hit the one with the closed eye, right. Maybe hit that one a little too late? I at least think I understand the idea of that boss, but yeah. It's not one I think about a lot. Okay, so the main takeaway from that one is gravity is wonky. It had some weird effects on things. Like standing on the underside of the falling platforms, making them go slower, and also the mini air tikis just... It's like if I flipped gravity, they had no idea how to find me anymore. That one was just drifting off to nowhere. So, yeah, that was weird, and gravity has some interesting applications. So what's in here? Hi, Jewel Man. Okay, you can change the conveyor belts. Ah, hello there. I've set up a little jewel shooting minigame here that you might remember. I remember it well. I was originally here because the researchers wanted to see if my jewels were stronger than ice, but now I'm bored. So take a few shots at that jewel with your buster, and try to keep it in the air for as long as you can. Yeah, I remember this well. Dropped it. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time here, but given it's a minigame, I'm going to assume there is probably an associated achievement with this one, probably keeping it up in the air for a certain number of hits. So in the comments, feel free to confirm or deny that one for me. And if so, what's the record I need to hit? Because yeah, if so, I'll take a few shots at that, like, off camera to see if I can get it. This looks suspicious. And it's just a major skip, okay. Though can we appreciate the Slinky just going crazy in there? What all is frozen in there? A metal blade, a top platform. Quick man. Serves him right. Not sure what the other two things are. Anyway, on with it. So, 112th place, which I already see we're hunting a lot of tokens again. Stalling for Time by Nadraxian O_TD. Uh-oh, this one is a 3.2 in difficulty, but I got a 47.4. Alright. So, another major token hunt, but a bit more difficult. Oh dear. With a skip teleporter. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. Are you an enemy? You are not. You are, but you're not. Okay. Stone men, but huge. What? It is just Stone Man, but it's a power massler. Eddie? Okay. Sure. I didn't know Eddie could hold those. So let's see what the dangers are here. Multi-Man. Skippable. This level is deemed such due to various technical issues with its custom assets. If you choose to play, prepare for jank. I mean, it's a level design contest. I kind of expect jank, usually. Itchman. Some of the tokens here are locked behind a boss fight that's very, very grindy and time-consuming. She just kept healing, and when I almost had her, yeah, my skin crawls just thinking about it. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, what is your deal exactly? Like, honestly, what is his deal? Huh? Okay, now I'm confused if the tornado somehow killed me, or if there's a gimmick to this stage I don't quite get. Well, the time guy isn't following me anymore. All these tiny versions of mini-bosses. And that's a death. Huh. That guy just doesn't spawn in anymore. I am extremely confused. And that is a very durable snail. Okay, let's not get crushed by that this time. Well then. Oh, and those constantly spawn. Good to know. I'm guessing that guy was supposed to respawn, but, yeah, I'm guessing due to the fact that I mysteriously died there, which I'm still not entirely sure what happened. Is that part of the jank, that it just doesn't respawn? Okay, the level was called Stalling for Time. I'm guessing I was supposed to outrun it. Maybe that's why I died, because it got to the end of a room before I did. But then it just doesn't come back. Is that part of the jank, or did I somehow break the level? Okay, now you're back. And just going back and forth. I mean, they told me to expect jank. Okay, that's another token out of the way. No token for beating Not Stone Man this time. Okay, you guys are positioned very annoyingly. Okay, and it just spits me out here. And that time, I was able to stand on them. Okay. It is hard to tell if working as intended or not. Okay. Turtles. Am I going after the turtles or the guy? I think the guy... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely doing damage by hitting him. So it's not exactly the Mega Man 3 Fortress boss. Because that one, yeah, you do have to go for the turtles. The turtles are very much in the way, but more so these are. Or I can just go up here. But I feel like I need to try and defeat that boss. I'm guessing probably there's a token behind it. Would be my guess. That at least is my thought for now. Okay, so yeah, taking out a turtle just makes more turtles happen. Turtles are inevitable! And very much in the way. The fact that that one ate 2 charge shots and still wasn't gone. Oh, man. I have the sneaking suspicion I am going to have to do this stage multiple times. Yeah, the twisters very much like to eat my jumps. That's just an exit. Okay. Right then, so that is what I have to do for the exit. So, I do actually want to go up. Okay. At this point, I just feel like I'm teleporting all over the place with no real control. So what's your deal? Stall woman. You don't want to fight me. After all that, yes I do. Seriously, you don't want to fight me. If you have any idea on how I fight, trust me. Stop stalling and fight. Funny you should say that. Okay, fine. Tell you what. I'll fight, but only for a period of time. I'll even throw in some prizes based on how you did during the fight, so you don't feel too robbed when you don't defeat me. So, how long did you want to fight? Huh? I am confused. Wait, isn't that a bit much? Aha. Okay. So, yeah, the little thing flying over her heals her. She can freeze time to just enjoy as much healing as she can get. I'm still not really sure what to do as far as the time thing here. Do I fight for less time because she wants to stall? Seems reasonable. Well, let's do this. That is not a weapon. And I'm out of that. Okay, so she just gets to do that no matter what. I was thinking I was supposed to, like, stall her out of that, but she has stopped stalling. Time's up. You dealt 62 damage, which gets you a prize. You destroyed 17 of my shields, which gets you a prize. And you destroyed 11 of my little drones, which gets you a prize. Okay, so... Huh? So, yeah. Obviously I was a confused Durgan at this point. Due to how close I was standing to Stall Woman when she handed out my prizes, I didn't really get a chance to see what she was handing over. Thus, I didn't notice the keys. I think out of the corner of my eye, I did notice the ones up in the HUD, but I think I interpreted them as like just part of the various numeric displays up there specific to this fight. It's been a while since I had a stage where keys were a thing, and I kinda zoned out on that being part of the display in this engine. Whoops. But, hey, on the bright side, by being oblivious to that, we now get to enjoy the following gong show, as well as a few more weird breaks, both in this stage and in my mental state. Enjoy! I wish it was more, like, straightforward about what the prizes are. Like, I am legitimately confused. And sometimes she just clips through you and doesn't seem to do any damage. Dang it, and I think I just realized what was going on. At least in part. Because I just noticed that there were keys up there. So those may have actually been the prizes. I was just standing so close to her when she gave me the prizes, I didn't see what it was. And so I wasn't sure if it was something that I, like, had to get certain things from her for fighting at different time limits, or what. It's an interesting enough little challenge. It just feels like it could be a bit better telegraphed as to exactly what's going on here. As in, I don't think the actual goal is to flat-out defeat her. She is essentially just a punching bag. Time's up. 39 damage, 33 shields, which is a prize, 4 drones. So yes, it was a key, but also some bolts. Okay. Okay. So, yes, I actually could have gotten all the all the things I was missing if I had come in here last time. Alright. So at least now we know what's going on. Let's try 5 minutes. That's on me, I completely spaced out. I did not notice the keys in the upper bar until it was too late. I need to be more mindful about shooting the drones as well. Because I have to take out a certain number of her barriers, do a certain amount of damage to her, but I also have to destroy a certain number of drones. And that, I think, is just a fail-safe so that she doesn't actually die. Okay. Thing is, I did get all of the keys I needed in the 1-minute fight. So I think that was also largely because I was using Magnetic Shockwave, which I'm out of. We got plenty of tanks. Let's see. I just kind of want whatever does maximum damage and over the biggest area so that I can take out... Oops. Well... I can get 2 of these. I don't think that was supposed to happen. There is a way to use her healing against her, but the rewards for beating her outright are just 3 keys. But I only got 2. Stall hint 1. Threshold for damage, 48. Threshold for shields destroyed, 10. Threshold for drones destroyed, 10. Time amount just gives more time to reach the goals, at the cost of having to survive longer. Okay. Does she come back? Okay, she does. Okay. All we need is 1 more key, really. Okay, this stage just went all kinds of weird. I doubt I quite used her healing against her in that, or if I did, I have no idea what the intent was or what happened. I'm still not really sure how I actually defeated her. I just don't think it was intended. Time's up. You dealt 40 damage. Destroyed 31 shields, which is a prize. 7 drones, not a prize, but I got the last key I really need. Because I don't specifically need the Yasichi and the 3 tank. I just need the tokens. That's all of them. So now I just have to deal with the turtle guy again. Which now doesn't even get boss music. You have been demoted. And turtles. Okay, we'll promote you again. You can have your music back. I just don't know what to say. I feel like this is a madness moment. There's just... I feel like there is nothing I can say to add to just how weird this was. Let's get out of here. Tier boss unlocked, okay. So, yeah. I'm all kinds of confused. How do I even follow that up? So the thing I said about things maybe could have been telegraphed better or better informed or whatever, that, to be fair, was taken care of in the room after Stall Woman. Because there are the little boards you can read there that give you hints as to what's going on. And the fact that I didn't even notice I got 3 keys on that one, yeah, I'm never going to live that one down. That was just unfortunate placement that I didn't get to see anything that she dropped because I was standing right next to her when the prizes were thrown out. So I'm not really sure if there would have been a better way to do that. I still should have noticed the keys in the HUD, for lack of a better term. I'm just not used to looking for keys up there, I guess. It's obviously not something that comes up in every level. I'm honestly not sure there's ever been a true classic stage that does anything quite like that, to where you have some extra information up at the top of the screen to look at, which it isn't a knock against the system, it's just, it's not something I'm used to looking for. So yeah, like I said, the hints as far as how to deal with Stall Woman, they are there, but I feel like some of it's not quite correct, because I did outright defeat her, but I only got 2 keys out of the 3 that you need to at least get all of the tokens. So, yeah. There is a lot that did seem like it broke in this stage. Like, for example, I think Stall Woman was supposed to follow me around more, and that it was maybe supposed to be a bit of a race. But, like, she just did not generate again after my first death, which was weird. I don't think that was intended. And there were some areas where I kind of had a difficult time figuring out, okay, am I supposed to go down here or to the right? Like, I don't know if that pit was something that you are supposed to just use a tool to get past, or if maybe there was a tornado generator I just didn't notice. But, yeah, that... I need to go do something to restore my sanity. I still have no idea how I actually did manage to defeat her and get through her time freeze thing. on so many levels, I'm probably not going to live this stage down. It's some interesting ideas, but yeah, there is definitely some jank there, which that kind of thing is bound to happen when you use custom assets. Again, it's one of those, I don't know, I've probably been told, but also I have slept since I have been told, so I forget like how much outside testing a stage designer for this contest was permitted to have. Like, if they could spread it around, say, hey, playtest my level, see what you think, is there anything I need to tighten up on this? So, yeah, it is the kind of thing where if that was allowed, I would say spread it around a little bit more when you're going to use custom assets like that, just as a precaution. It is an interesting concept, and the boss is an interesting idea, but again, I don't know how I actually beat her. Durgan is confused. End of story. End of video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. I'm broken. Send the Durgan in for repairs.